The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Love going to throw right away. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On 2nd and 12, Love. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Love now. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
That's what it is. That's what it is. They can't stop.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got his man. It's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let's go. Bring it. Let's go. Me and you, baby. Me and you. This is the call before the score. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. Let's ride, dog. Let's go. This is your game, let's go, baby. Let's focus in on what we got to do. Step up, baby. Let's ride. Let's go. Get it on. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw now, here's Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Love now to pass on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And trying to find Jamison Williams. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He's got this complete to Williams. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Goff on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Throwing again is Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Goff. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Let's go. This is where you step up.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
It's one play at a time, baby. That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. You ready to roll? Big time, baby. Let's go, baby. This is the coldest of the storm, baby. Let's go, baby.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Love. A check down here to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Throwing. Love. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. First down, Love to pass. This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To the air again, Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Love. And it's caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. This is caught by Williams.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibb. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's blow it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. First down, going to the air with Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I had to do a double take on that one, Brandon, because so far in this game, we haven't seen many of his passes fall incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Love now. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards that time.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Gibbs.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Goff.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
40 yards.
And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
The Love's throw brought in by Watson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw now. Here's Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Let's go get it now. Let's rock and roll, baby.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at the 39-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Love looking to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
74 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
That's right, baby. Play it to the right. Go get him now. Oh, let's turn it up. Make it work for it. Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now. It's all right, popcorn. Come on now. It's all right, popcorn. Let's go do this. Let's get it done. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on. You saw that coming. Give it some. Give it some.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Second and 10, Goff again. Jones has it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
On the move past the 40.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 55 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
It's rock and roll, baby. It's game time. We got to be big time now. Let's set it up, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh, he's ridiculous. Let's go, fellas. Who got him now? Bring it, bro. Don't play no game. I got you, baby. Every day, let's do it with you. Every day. Take it to the
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.